bullseye here.
Yeah, solid 5 to 8 inches. Now, a trip to one of America's breathtaking national parks is a bucket list item, and pairing that with high-intensity adventure makes for an unforgettable summer vacation. Meteorologist Chris Bruin climbed into the 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro to explore everything the Grand Tetons have to offer, and it was one wild ride in and around the park. Just throwing it out there, and we want to have a look at the forecast. Grand Teton National Park. Some thunderstorms on Friday, otherwise loads of sun. Good Tuesday morning, and thanks for staying with us on America's Morning Headquarters at this hour. We are keeping an eye on more than one area to watch in the tropics, but of course the big one that's going to impact us the most is potential Tropical Cyclone 1. It is looking like it could become the first named storm of the season. It would be Alberto, bringing heavy rain to the Gulf Coast, especially into Texas. But look at the wingspan of this thing. It's already impacting us into Louisiana, all the way down into Mexico. And Jim, of course, it has its eye on the Texas coastline, and it could bring a month's worth of rain.
You know, we always talk about forecast.
We haven't seen this,
Maine.
you know, since going back to when.
Yeah, that's true. Like 3 decades.
I Love Lucy was like still,
3 decades,
you know,
right?
even more than that in some places.
Wow.
It's been in New York State. All right, let's go dog walking here and show you where we are going to have to make sure. A huge system has such a huge wingspan. I was thinking, like, it reminded me of like an NBA player, you know, Victor Wembanyama. He is one of the tallest in the league at 7 feet 4 inches, and his wingspan is 8 feet. Can you imagine having a wingspan that big? Well, that's what this system does, PTC1, and that means that clouds and showers already into New Orleans, 80% chance of development with this one, and it looks like it'll hook a left here and bring moisture into Texas, and it is potentially going to be, it looks like we'll have our first named storm, and it will be Alberto. That will be the name of it. But remember, you're going to see a lot of impacts outside of that cone. And we do have those tropical storm warnings stretching all the way up into Houston, Galveston area. Onshore flow is going to bring that threat for coastal flooding for the Bayou State and also here into the Lone Star State. And because the winds blow over the water and they just push everything right on shore, and that means that we could even have a little surge here, 2 to 4 feet. So in these coastal areas, especially in the barrier islands, you know that onshore push can bring water. It can lap right on over. So here's our low pressure. High pressure to the north. This is what is giving us all the heat. And in between these, you have a pressure gradient, really strong winds. So that is going to give us some breezy conditions. Now, I don't think wind is going to be a huge thing with this, but we are going to see a lot of rain thanks to that high pressure helping push everything right on shore. There's your rotation. And once we get that low pressure at the center, that's when we can have Tropical Storm Alberto. It will be going over very warm waters. I mean, it is excessively warm. We've been talking about all the, you know, heat content that we've been getting in the ocean. We do have shear to the north, but there's a little pocket here where this could develop and bring all of this rain into Texas, flooding rain, and into Mexico as well. Notice that moisture getting towards the Big Bend on Thursday. So that's why Jordan's hoping, like, this will definitely raise our humidity levels there into New Mexico. But I'm not certain we're going to get the rain that we all wish we could. So here comes the rain. It's into the parishes of Louisiana, already moving here into Texas as well. By the way, we have multiple crews out covering this for you. Flooding will continue into the Hill Country, the Big Bend, all the way into our Thursday and even Friday. So bands of rain will come in, and we will see it really pick up in intensity as we head around dinner time, overnight, and then tomorrow morning we expect to see heavier rain. Then it moves into San Antonio and Austin, especially into the overnight hours. Heavy showers continue to push towards San Angelo. So locally we could get 5, 8+ inches of rain. You're talking twice our month's worth of rainfall in a short amount of time. Corpus gets 3.5 inches. We could see 5. So you're almost getting twice what we typically get. And I think we will probably see some of those double-digit numbers. Somebody always overperforms. Brownsville, we averaged 2.81, and we could get that over a 2-day period. That's a lot in a short amount of time. That will certainly cause flooding. There it is going into our Friday. And Jim, there's a little bit of moisture that Jordan was talking about into New Mexico. If we could just shove it a little more.
Yeah, and I think that's right where Ruidoso is.